This video will guide you through reviewing an equity compensation agreement. Reviewing this agreement is crucial for both employers and employees to understand the key terms and implications before signing, and is a popular project request on the Contracts Council platform. If you've received an equity compensation agreement and need to review it, then this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We have also provided additional information in the description, including how to find a lawyer. We will cover top considerations when reviewing an equity compensation agreement, key terms to find and understand in your agreement, costs to hire a lawyer for review. We have also added a link in the description below with information on legal fees. Now let's get started. Top considerations for equity compensation agreements. Equity compensation agreements are legally binding agreements that significantly impact the financial relationship between employers and employees. Before diving into specific terms, here are some top considerations to keep in mind. Type of equity. Understand what kind of equity is being granted, for example, stock options, restricted stock, performance shares, and the specific terms for each type. Vesting schedule. Review the vesting schedule, including any cliffs, which are initial periods where no vesting occurs, and the timeline for becoming fully vested. Exercise terms. Understand the process and terms for exercising stock options, including the purchase price and how long you have to exercise them after leaving the company. Tax implications. Equity compensation can have significant tax implications. Review the tax treatment and consult a tax advisor if necessary. Transfer restrictions. Check any restrictions on transferring the equity, including lockup periods and company repurchase rights. And consider hiring a lawyer. It is always recommended to hire a lawyer to help review an equity compensation agreement. They can ensure the contract is legally compliant, help you understand industry standard terms, and coach you on negotiations. We have included a link in the description to help you find one. Key terms to understand. Equity compensation agreements contain many important terms that you should understand. Here are some key terms to look for. 1. Grant date and quantity. Ensure the agreement specifies the grant date and the number of shares or options being granted. 2. Vesting schedule. Confirm the vesting schedule, including any initial cliffs and the total period until fully vested. 3. Exercise price. Review the exercise price for stock options and understand how this compares to the current market value. 4. Expiration date. Note the expiration date for stock options and the deadlines for exercising them. 5. Forfeiture conditions. Understand the conditions under which you may forfeit unvested equity, such as termination of employment. 6. Change of control. Check for any clauses that address what happens to your equity in the event of a company sale or merger. 7. Tax withholding. Review the company's policy on tax withholding related to your equity compensation. 8. Shareholder rights. Understand any rights you gain as an equity holder, such as voting rights or dividends. And 9. Dispute resolution. Review the methods for resolving disputes such as mediation, arbitration, or court litigation. Average costs to hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer to review your equity compensation agreement is always recommended. Contracts Council's marketplace allows you to post your project and receive competitive bids from lawyers to compare. Based on our data, the average cost to review an equity compensation agreement is $490 on a flat fee. This is based on 30 recent projects from across all U.S. states. Legal fees can vary based on the following factors. State or location. Lawyer fees may vary based on where they are located. For example, a lawyer in New York City will likely have a higher rate than a lawyer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Length of contract. Given lawyers traditionally bill by the hour, a longer contract with more pages will require more of their time, which can make the legal costs higher. Complexity of terms. If there are complicated terms in the agreement, it can increase legal fees since it will require the lawyer to spend more time working on the project. Service required. You can hire lawyers for different services. If you simply need the contract reviewed and explained, this will be a lower fee than also needing the contract redlined and negotiated. Reviewing an equity compensation agreement is critical in ensuring you fully understand your compensation package and protecting your financial interests. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search Contracts Counsel or visit contractscounsel.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.